y'all are good. Good morning, Blue Ridge High School students of the class of 2020. Can you wave at me? All right. Okay. I'm making sure you're awake. Okay. Good morning to the parents of Blue Ridge High School students of the class of 2020. Can you wave at me? Okay. I'm making sure you're with me as well. Now, let me say good morning to everyone and welcome you to the Blue Ridge High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. I'm Renee Watson, the principal of Blue Ridge High School. Truly, if there has ever been a graduating class that made it, it has been the class of 2020. If ever there's been a strongest graduating class, then the class of 2020 wins that title too. I would like to start by saying this commencement will not be like your usual Blue Ridge High School graduation. This ceremony is our first graduation at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Second, everyone is aware that students did not have the 2 normal graduation practices. Third, there may be some mess-ups. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciation of any student's name. Please be kind in your criticism that you may have. We, the faculty and staff, have not had a practice run either. Fourth, something new has been added to our graduation program. Once we've announced all names and the last graduate is on her way to her seat, we will play Blue Ridge High by several Blue Ridge High School alumni: Aaron Tippin, Mark Lister, Phil Lister, Wanda Land, and Joe Bruce. Our alma mater will also be sung by Wanda Land. These song titles are from the CD Blue Ridge Project. Finally, class of 2020, you should have in your possession 2 things. One is your graduation program, and the other one is a Blue Ridge High School flash drive. On the flash drive, you will find the senior slideshow, and I need to give a big thank you to Emma K. Edwards for doing that. You will find the faculty and staff shout-outs to the senior class, and then finally the Blue Ridge High School choir members. You're going to hear them sing The Road Home and the school's alma mater. It was my intentions to actually show this on the video, but it was not possible this year. Therefore, I thought you would appreciate that as a gift. Again, welcome to the Blue Ridge High School class of 2020 graduation. We are extremely happy that you're celebrating this special event with us. Our Pledge of Allegiance will be done by Megan Gavigan.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats, and would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Y'all may be seated.
Good morning, everybody. We're gathered here to celebrate the class of 2020 from Blue Ridge High School. My name is Angel Ferreira Garcia, and I'm the senior class president. Thank you for the honor of speaking to you today. I want to begin by thanking all the parents, families, and friends for their love and support, as well as the faculty and staff of Blue Ridge High School. You have been patient and guided us through our years in school. In addition to the Blue Ridge faculty, I want to thank the inter-high staff and district level members for the opportunity to gather here on this graduation. Although no one expected a year to end like this, we all need to know and remember that even when things seem bleak, nothing in life is impossible as long as you take the first step. We have all learned that you shouldn't give up and never assume that the answer is no before you ask a question. Luke Holt said it well. Nothing is impossible in this world if you just put your mind on it and maintain a positive attitude. We have all had to do this through high school, and especially the last few months. In the future, people may tell you you can't do something, but you can't fulfill a dream. But the class of 2020, I say if you have a dream and you truly apply yourself, there's nothing that can stop you. Make your future of where you want to go. And one last thing, once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you.
Graduates, please rise. Guests, I would like your participation in an activity called Celebration of Graduates, which has become a tradition at Blue Ridge High School. We are going to do it just a little bit different this year due to safety guidelines. In a few seconds, I'm going to ask the guests, the graduates to turn and wave at the guests. At that time, you will join me in celebrating the class of 2020. I would like to give you about 20 seconds to acknowledge all graduates by clapping and waving to all of them. Again, this is called the Celebration of Graduates. Graduates, you may wave to your guests. Graduates, you may be seated.
It's hard to believe that today is graduation day. It feels like just yesterday we were freshmen navigating the hallways, trying to find our classes. 12 years of hard work have led us to this moment. The countless hours of studying and homework finally feel worth it. We could not have achieved all of this without the support from our friends, families, teachers, and many other influential people in our lives. I personally want to thank my twin brother for his aid to my success. Without him, I would be lost, especially with technology. Even though it is hard sometimes to do the same activities and be in the same classes, I am forever grateful for his help throughout the years. I am also appreciative of my parents always reminding me to strive to do and be my best. I could not imagine life without them. Walking across the stage today symbolizes the end of one journey and the beginning of the next. At the beginning of the year, we are counting down the days, but now we just want one more day to say our official goodbyes. This year did not end in the way we expected, but we persevered, and here we are, ready to take the next step to begin our next chapters. This year reminds me of a quote from Walt Disney, which states, "Around here, however, we don't look back for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, and doing new things because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." This second semester, we felt like doors were slammed in our faces. We missed out on many typical senior activities that we were looking forward to. But this quote reminds us that bigger and better things are ahead. We should not dwell on the past, but instead see what the future has to offer. We may be done with high school, but there is so much to look forward to.
Good morning, class of 2020 graduates and family. I'm so excited to be here with you today to celebrate this extraordinary group of students. For the parents who may not know me, my name is Kelly Forster. First, I would like to thank God for giving me the ability to stand before you today, and for my parents for always being my biggest cheerleaders. Thanks so much, Mom and Dad. Next, I would like to thank all of the amazing teachers at Blue Ridge High School for your constant support. While sitting down to write this speech, there was one thing that I knew I did not want to talk about. I could stand up here this morning and talk about everything we have been through and how different this year has been because of it, but I do not really want to do that. I don't really want to continue to remind everyone that our world has been flipped upside down, because you can do that by just looking around you today. I would much rather stand up here and remind everyone that there was a time before the coronavirus and there will be a time after. As we go on to the next phases of our lives, let's remember the foundation and memories established during our time at Blue Ridge High School. How many of you guys remember getting so excited the first day of Spirit Week? What about coming out for Friday Night Lights to support our Tigers? What about the feelings of dread every time Senior Irwin told you there was another coloring sheet? No? Just me? Okay. How about those feelings of comfort whenever you walked into your favorite teacher's classroom? I don't know about you guys, but those are the memories that I'm going to be looking back on in 20 years when I think about my time at Blue Ridge. Soon enough, this moment in our lives will be a page in our history books, and we will be left to begin a new chapter. I say we make sure that the next chapter is filled with new memories of laughter, joy, and Garrigan growing his hair back out. I'm not saying we should forget the challenges we are facing right now, but let's not make it the main focus in our stories, because we have so much left in front of us. I could go on forever about all we have left to do, but I won't. In conclusion, I would like to quote the great Disney classic, Ratatouille. If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. Let's go out into the world, Blue Ridge High School, class of 2020, and focus on the great future God has planned for us. Thank you so much.
The baby Tigers who entered the halls of Blue Ridge High School in August of 2016 are strong. Just by being here and graduating, you have shown us that adversity will not stop you from achieving your goals. You persevered through online lessons and the frustration of not having face-to-face access with your teachers. You persevered through the isolation of social distancing and the loss of eating lunch with friends every day and hanging out in the band room, chorus room, weight room, JROTC room, the ag room, the media center, or wherever else you knew you belonged. You're continuing to persevere every day, as you prepare for the workforce, the military, or college. You have matured over the past 4 years, and these past 3 months have proven how far you have come. You are no longer my baby tigers. As you go forward, please remember that you have the entire Blue Ridge community behind you. You will continue to persevere through this pandemic and its impact on our culture and society. You will continue to be a role model for those around you who seek guidance and how you maintain a positive attitude during this time. Will you always remember where you were when you heard schools were closed for the foreseeable future? Probably not. I hope you remember the love and support you had from family, community, and school during the final months of your public education, as you had the grit and tenacity necessary to make it to this day. Graduates, we are ready to start the presentation of diplomas. Guests, when your graduate begins walking across the stage, I would like for you to stand and remain standing until the graduate's picture has been taken. Then you may be seated. On this very special day, we would like for you to join in the recognition as well. Students, when you walk across this stage, I ask that you walk across this stage with great dignity and great pride as you accept your South Carolina High School diploma. Class of 2020, from the faculty and staff of Blue Ridge High School, congratulations, best wishes, and good luck. 2020 graduates, this is your day.
Blue Ridge High School graduation is a formal and dignified occasion, a time to honor and recognize our students for their accomplishments. In order to maintain the honor and dignity of this occasion, we ask that our guests refrain from unsolicited applause, catcalls, whistling, or any other type of inappropriate noise. Thank you for your cooperation. Graduates, while moving to the stage, remember that once you hit the white markers, you no longer have to have your mask on. You can remove it and either put it in your pocket or hold it in your hand. Due to our current pandemic, the J. Harley Bonds Career Center was unable to hold its annual awards ceremony. The state of South Carolina recognizes students who have taken certain pathways of career and technology education classes as completers. We wish to recognize all completers from the Bonds Career Center and the completers from Blue Ridge High School by asking them to stand at this time. Those of you that have gone through the Bonds program or are completers through our career and technology education program, will you please stand? Thank you for recognizing them. You'll notice Dylan has his hand up because he can't stand at this moment. Y'all, thank you very much. Students in row 1, please rise and come to the stage. Or you could have already done that. Kelly Leanne Forrester. Julia Ann Shannon. Megan Louise Gavigan. Angel Ferreira Garcia. Morgan Faith Swinton. Brandy Noel Abbott. Michael Anthony Alexander. Carson Brady Alford. Andrew William Arnold. Drake Manning Arison. Austin Chase Bagwell. Ethan Aaron Barbary. Austin David Barnett. Heather Elizabeth Barnett. David Wesley Bartow. Sudie Ann Balcom. David Seth Bain. Lacey Morgan Belcher. Susan Elaine Bellinger. Tyler Stephen Ballou. Shelby Lynn Berryhill. Aaron Thomas Bickett. Jackson Brian Blackwell. Juliana Rose Benelli. Mary Alice Boone. Autumn Danielle Boucher. Courtney Ivy Boyce. Jalen Gregory Brantley. Ethan Thomas Brantner. Jeremy Stephen Brewer. Millie Elizabeth Bridwell. Megan Elizabeth Brooks. Taylor Danielle Brown. Ashlyn Noel Bryant. Clinton Sean Bryant. Ellen Mae Bryant. Logan Hunter Burns. Thomas Connor Burns. Bryson Kenneth Burrell. Marcus Blaine Byers. Casey Madison Bird. Ashlyn Granger Cadu. Elizabeth Ann Cadu. Caitlin Marie Campbell. Kristen Kian Campbell. Silvana Cardenas Rico. Austin Jean Carmen. Matthew Freeman Carswell. Oliver Dylan Castevens. Oh. Chloe Nicole Center. Paul Michael Seepeck. Joshua Colt Cheatham. Caroline Melange Christie. Alex Chandler Klein. Nicole Marie Collins. Kaya Marie Cooper. Kinsley Ray Cothran. Lila Lucinda Crane. Gabriel James Cranford. Colby Daniel Crown. William Roy Davenport. Gabriel Aranda Delgado. Matthew Daniel Duvall. Jasmine Sharon Dockery. Owen Walker Dover. Mason Jerry Dreward. Hannah Alexandra Dubose. Timothy James Dunlap. Emma Catherine Edwards. Caleb Michael Ennis. Faith Rebecca Ensley. Mary Magdalene Estrak. Elizabeth Ann Feeney. Hector Ferreira Garcia. Destiny Elaine Fisher. Houston Muse Juan Fitch. Hudson Wise Van Fitch. Cole Alexander Foreman. James Caleb Fortner. Sarah Ann Fortner. Meredith Catherine Frick. Emily Ann Fulmer. Austin Hampton Fusilier. Elizabeth Hope Galloway. Christian Garcia Arcos. Emily Nicole Garza. Sienna Joy Gettenberg. Caitlin Ariel Elizabeth Gibson. Kayla Madison Goldsmith. Luke Ryan Green. Aaron Braylon Greer. Ashlyn Paige Harrison. Kelsey Reynolds Harrison. Elizabeth Grace Harwood. Charles Anthony Hawkins. Estacia Frederica Hawkins. Jessica Courtney Hawkins. Samantha Brooke Hendricks. Tanner Carter Henson. Morgan Christine Herman. Kaylani Grace Hernandez. Haley Michelle Hill. Gracie Lauren Hine. Kyle Brandon Hockaday. Sanaya Sedora Holmes. Caleb Ryan Horn. Michael Draven Hunt. Rebecca Dawn Jackson. Litzy Paula Jimenez. Jacob Austin Joins. William Thomas Joins. Braxton Martin Jones. Cassandra Marie Justice. Simon Alexander Justice. Helen Grace Kaufman. Abigail Lee King. Bailey Marie King. Braden William King. Corbin Taylor King. Sean Michael Kanunen. Noland Robert Kirkland. Kenneth Landon Klug. Joshua Michael Lampinen. Ashley Jewel Lance. Peyton Michelle Lark. Malachi David Lewis. Hazanullah Elias Lignos. Jarrett Landon Lindsay. Anna Grace Little. Sydney Lane Locklear. Zachary Carter Lowe. Rebecca Hope Lynn. Zachary Shane Lynn. Ronald Winslow Mackey III. Clara Ann Noel McLeod. Sierra Diane Mahaffey. Grant Dale Malpass. Dallas James Markham. Zachary David Mason. Clayton Lee Mathis. Michaela Brianna Matthews. Abigail Joy McCanich. Macanich. Benjamin Lee McClintock. Aiden Daniel McMahon. Tolly Elizabeth McWhite. John Guadalupe Medellin. Lauren T. Medvedev. Courtney Sharon Miller. Corbin Eugene Mills. Ayana Sky Moore. Savannah Mackenzie Morris. Caleb Tanda Morton. Joshua Dalmatier Mott. Rosita Elizabeth Mercia. Charlotte Ann Norby. Kaylin Dakota Norris. Gavin Alexander O'Brien. Jessica Marie Owens. Caitlin Hope Owensby. Lucas Scott Parker. Cade Daniel Parkinen. Logan Drew Pelton. Juliet Pena. McKenna Christine Penuel. Jennifer Buena Perez. Michael Taylor Phillips. Gabriel Anthony Pierce. Christopher Michael Piotrowski. Stephen Grant Plumley. Olivia Kathleen Pollard. Abigail America Prince. Chloe Miranda Rainey. Haley McKenna Rainey. Kyler McHale Ramsey. Savannah Alexis Reese. Xavier Orion Reese. Jason Alexander Reeves. Susanna Pearl Rentz. Autumn Faith Roberts. Kirsten Nicole Robinson. Jessica Ann Roddy. Stephen Todd Rogers. Xavier Marcus Rogers. Christy Mackenzie Rollins. Hannah Lee Ruth. Bradley Christopher Sane. Zachary Joshua Sarkola. Brennan George Schneier. Gabriel Ray Sepula. Nicholas Brian Sepula. Parker Barry Shannon. Austin Thomas Sheely. John Robert Shannon, Jr. Brooke Elizabeth Skinner. Egypt Traciana Evany Smith. Zachary Jurgen Spindler. Terrell Cade Stokes. Justin Riley Strickland. Ashley Nicole Stiles. William Clayton Stiles. Alexandria Colleen Sullivan. Dylan May Suddles. Lily Aline Swindle. Cameron Levi Thames. Novalee Helen Thomas. Bryson O'Keefe Thompson. Kirsten Lynn Thompson. Cheyenne Jacqueline Teege. Madison Faith Tinsley. Lila Rose Triplett. Faith Morgan Tucker. Shane Anthony Van Wettering. Cheyenne Lee Wade. Amanda K. Warren. Michael Genesis Wesley Webb. Austin Michael Weber. Jacob Robert Watley. Tristan Cody White. Jacob Taylor Whitmore. Devin James Williams. Andrew Jeremiah Willoughby. Devonair Davis Willoughby. Colby Ryan Wooten. Daniel Isaac Wooten. Camille Rael Wright. Christopher Jimmy Yan. Christian Lynn Yates. Abigail Rose Zordon. At this time, the song Blue Ridge High will be played.
You take the 101 and you head for the hills, pass O'Neill Grocery and Gilreath Mill. Don't even look for a city limit sign. It's more than a place, it's a state of mind. Ask anybody there and they'll tell you why. There ain't no forgetting that Blue Ridge High. Football, study hall, FFA, wild pepper rallies at the end of the day. Glass Springs, beauty queens, I wanna hold your hand. Tiger rag, play loud, marching in the band. Pinto beans, turnip greens, cherry cobbler pie. There ain't no forgetting that Blue Ridge High. High, 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 it's a natural thing. Like no place on earth I've ever seen. You can move away, but you can't leave it behind. It'll be in your blood till the day that you die. There just ain't no forgetting that Blue Ridge High. From the faces I remember to the lay of the land. If a nickel were memories, I'd be a mighty rich man. Take it from a boy who grew up in Tiger Town. If you come from there, you don't ever come down. The way I walk and talk is a mighty good sign. There ain't no forgetting that Blue Ridge High. High, 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 it's a natural thing. Like no place on earth I've ever seen. You can move away, but you can't leave it behind. It'll be in your blood till the day that you die. it's a natural thing. Like no place on earth that I've ever seen. Yeah, you can move away, but you can't leave behind. It'll be in your blood till the day that you die. There just ain't no forgetting that blue high. Now there just ain't no forgetting that blue high.
Good morning. Awfully hard to follow that. In a normal year, and I think we all know this isn't a normal year, I would stand before you as a superintendent or someone representing me, and we would officially confer upon you your high school diploma. And I'll do that in a minute. But I wanted to share with you a couple of thoughts before I do that, because this has been such an unusual year. I fully believe that adversity both reveals and tests character. And I think this crisis has done that. It's done that for each of you, done that for your teachers, your coaches, your principal, all of us. And you all have responded in an exemplary way. If you look inside your diploma, you open the cover and you look at it, the center top of that diploma is a seal of the state of South Carolina. Now, it's sort of small on your diploma, but if you look, you will see that there are two halves to that seal. And if you look even closer, you'll see there's some writing in those two halves. And I think it's so small that you probably can't make it out. And if you could, you might pretty quickly realize you'll have to know Latin to be able to read them. But what they say in English, two things. One says, prepared in mind and resources. You are that. You have been prepared for this moment today and for moments in your future. The other one says, as I breathe, I hope. Both of those are the mottos of the state of South Carolina and have been for a long time. You and the more than 5,000 other graduates of Greenville County Schools this year, I believe, exemplify those mottos in your response to this crisis. Oftentimes, we see that there is potential in individuals. Each of you has potential that resides within you. But there's little or no value in potential that is not acted upon. And this crisis has provided an opportunity for you to act upon the potential that you have. And I believe that you have done that. Oftentimes, there are people that want to be critical of your generation, a little bit cynical about it. I don't have that same feeling. Your generation inspires within me that hope that is expressed in our state motto. Every time I meet with the Inter-High Council, when I meet with classes of students, or when I talk with students individually, I've never failed to leave those conversations without feeling inspired with hope for our future. I have no doubt that you as a generation, you and your fellow graduates, will do a far better job in leadership than my generation has done. And when it comes time for you to pass the torch of leadership to the generation following you, I believe that you will pass to them a country, a world that is in better shape than the one that we passed to you. I am that confident in your leadership, and you inspire me with that level of hope. I fully believe that you can lead this country to more fully realize its potential. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020, please rise. Having successfully completed all the requirements for a South Carolina high school diploma, upon the recommendation of your faculty and principal, by the authority vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Board of Trustees of Greenville County Schools, I pronounce you the 2020 class of Blue Ridge High School graduates. You may move your tassels. Congratulations.
On behalf of Ms. Watson and the Blue Ridge High School faculty and staff, I would like to thank Dr. Royster, Superintendent of Greenville County Schools, Dr. Scott Turner, Deputy Superintendent of Greenville County Schools, Mr. Scott Reimer, Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Terry Brinkman, Executive Director of Strategic Communications and Engagement, Mr. Philip Davey, Associate Superintendent of Operations, Mr. Rob Rhodes, Director of School Counseling Services, Mr. Jeff McCoy, Associate Superintendent of Academics, and the entire executive staff of Greenville County Schools, along with our Board of Trustees, several of whom are with us today. Linda Leventis Wells, Michelle Goodwin Calwile, Chuck Sailors, Glenda Morrison Fair, and Joy Grayson. And certainly a big shout out to Building Services for all they have done to make graduation happen. It's been a long and crazy road, but we're finally here. We've been through so much together in not just a global pandemic. We've spent 2,340 days, over 18,000 hours, countless late nights, and even tears over chemistry, all to lead up to this event and a piece of paper. I know this wasn't the year we hoped for, but I wouldn't want to be a part of any other graduating class. From trading silly bands on the playground, chasing Pokemon, and watching Vine, to late nights, making TikToks, and sitting here all together one last time. We've had so many memories together, some good, some bad, but we've helped shape each other into the people we are today. As I was writing this, I realized that a lot of us will never be in the same room together again. The people we've gone to football games with, sat next to in class, spent late nights at cookout with, talked to in the lunch line, played sports with, and grew up with, are getting ready to head in a multitude of directions. Knowing this, I want to leave you with a lasting impression. Let all that you do be done in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. Remember to always show love to others through your words and actions, because you never know the full effect you have on someone. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I would be having a bad day, and something as little as a smile or someone complimenting me would make my day a whole lot better. People have always told me to enjoy high school because it'll be the best 4 years of my life, but I don't believe that. I believe that our best years are ahead of us. I believe that we have a unique ability to make change and inspire others to be better. It is with this in mind that I challenge us all to love God, love what we do, to love each other, and to make a positive, lasting impression wherever we may go. Here's to the class of 2020. We did it. Thank you.
Stand up. Graduates, if you could go ahead and be seated. Guests, please remain in your seats until our graduates have exited the floor and concourse. When it is time to exit, please follow the arrows to safely leave the building. I want to express my appreciation for your cooperation in abiding by the restrictions that have been in place for today's graduation. As one final request, we are asking all guests to exit the arena and its property as quickly and safely as possible once the graduates' recessional is complete. This will help ensure we remain compliant with the existing requirements and our usage agreement with Bon Secours. Students, the marshals and staff will dismiss you by rows. You're going to exit in the tunnel behind me. Junior marshals, please direct our graduates to exit. Faculty and staff in the lower bowl, please direct our graduates in the same path they took earlier to get to the stage. Thank you all for a great ceremony and congratulations.
Students, do not forget your flash drives. Don't forget your flash drives.